Guys, gonna share with you briefly from the latest Network Marketing Pro conference that I've been at 6 quick tips to be successful on social media. So what are those tips and what do people mean by successful? Well, really the thing is getting leads, getting people to join the business or purchase their products, but it's all about engagement as well. And so today, as we are going live on this, I'm going to share with you the best tips that I got from probably 6 of the top most successful people out of a conference of 20,000 people that were there that was sharing about social media. So as we'll just give it a couple minutes here and give a few people a chance to join us. So just hang on tight, guys. Adjust the camera a little bit here, a little bit more. And plug in. Let's plug in here a little bit. Okay, awesome. Thanks for joining. Again, Johan Van Aarde, business mentor, social entrepreneur. On Periscope, Facebook on my personal page, Facebook on my like page. Thank you so much for joining, guys. I appreciate you. How do I become more successful in social media is the question. I'm going to just straightforward share with you the tips that I picked up from the latest Network Marketing Pro conference called GoPro 2016 Recruiting event, and it was just really great. So thanks for joining. It's a beautiful Sunday. I'm going to have a cup of coffee and then I'm going to go to the beach. It's a little cloudier today, but hey, the water is warm and we're going to jump out and go to the beach. So Jessica Igden, wife of my mentor Ray Igden, and mentor with me as well. And guys, if I look at different cameras here at the same time, I tried to look at all three. Not I can't look at all at the same time. It's because I have those. If you join, let me know where you're coming in from. Please type that into the comments, and I will give you guys a shout out on that. If this that gives you some value, please tap the screen for hearts and likes, and on Periscope swipe left or right, up or down, or on Facebook tap the bottom left hand corner of the screen to please share. So Jess said, when you are recruiting and media, working with people, is to give your team, use a formula and give your team a formula. And that doesn't mean that you are scripted, but it means that you have an outline to work from. Because what it's all about, there's so much noise and we got to grab people's attention and deliver value to them, right? And so that's what it's all about, is about giving them great value. Find a formula to work with people that you can really deliver significant value to them. Second thing, Natita said, and we all know this so well, but it's just so good to get a reminder. Always put people in the picture, and put it in the picture with the stories that you tell, or the stories that you tell about yourself, or stories about others. Because let's face it, stories sell, but facts tell. And you want to tell everything in the form of a story. And sometimes when I'm doing vacation counseling and I'm doing things, I always try to think about, say less to more, and tell it in the form of stories. And that I'm an entertainer, not an educator. And that we get paid much more as an entertainer than an educator. And sometimes I forget to tell the stories, or don't always put people in the picture by a story, because a story puts you in the picture. How people use it, how people, what would this business or this product mean to your client, future client. And Darren said, as Richard Branson also said, just have fun, man, just enjoy yourself, appreciate who's in front of you, what's in front of you, and just have fun. That's the most important thing. And don't be attached to the outcome, because if you do the right things, the results will come. Number 4, Cedric Harris, an absolute legend, a guy I look up to very much. said that to always make sure you produce really good value and give really good value and content, and that's what I'm doing for you guys, sharing with you totally for free. And he said, the most important is be yourself, and you don't get it more real and more raw than me, right? I'm saying to you guys, I'm going to go swim. I want to get done with this, give you some value, and then I'm going to the beach and I'm going to go swim. And I had a good day, but I wasn't successful today in my vacation counseling. But I've got some interest in my virtual assistant product, and a lot of people we're talking to about our network marketing opportunity. So I have so much to be grateful for. And finally, my wife is home after 2.5 weeks, so I feel a lot better, right? Liz said, she said it's literally like you got 3, 2, 1 to grab attention, and so you need to, because there's so much noise, that you need to grab attention as soon as possible, right away, by what you're saying, what you're posting, picture, video, anything like that. And then the last one, Emily Vargas said that to write about the 3 to 5 things that you love. You hear me talk about body surfing in the ocean. You hear me talk about rugby. You hear me talk about good food and stuff. You hear me talk about being passionate about helping people find better vacations. And of course, my other big passion, network marketing, helping people find their own business, duplicating themselves and getting residual income. That's the kind of things that I really like. And let me also tell you guys this. Hey, Shelly, I appreciate that. Thanks. If you get some great content, please tap the screen, give me some hearts and likes, and tap the bottom left-hand corner and share, please. And also tap the right-hand side to be notified of my future videos, Facebook Lives that I do. And Emily, she said to me, and this was so awesome, she said, stay out of the scroll hole. And that's awesome. Don't scroll. I'm literally an example of that. I look at my notifications. I look at... obviously, I respond to messages. I look at my notifications, and then I have 2 or 3 groups that I belong to. My Top Earner Club group, Mastermind, a group that I have with my assistant, and then a group with my network marketing team. Those are the only groups that I really look at. And then I have a bunch of people that I follow, who I put down to see their posts first, and then I have a few close friends, and I got them tagged as close friends so I can see their posts. So when I go on my Facebook and I read the feed, I scroll through my feed to see posts from Jim Rohn, Ray Higdon, Tony Robbins, Eric Worre, to name but a few of people that I follow, and probably 8 or 9 people that I follow like that, and then my 4 or 5 closest friends. And then for the rest, I don't do that. When I scroll through the feed on a weekend at the beach when I'm not doing very much. Hi Jane, awesome to see you. Let me know how P90X2 is working out, and remember, don't burn out your adrenals, okay? Be careful of that. We're getting older, and it's very important to eat good, as well as to get enough sleep. We don't always get enough sleep. So I'm going to really repeat quickly for you, Shelly. I don't know if you heard everything. Jane says the core is sore. We're old online workout buddies. Give formulas for your team and for yourself to work from, so that not a script per se, but just so that you have a structure to work from, so you can focus on delivering value and content to people. Tell stories. Tell most of what you can in the form of stories. Have fun. Just have a lot of fun. Be yourself and make sure you produce good content. Grab the attention right away. And lastly, write about the 3 to 5 things that you really love. Guys, if this gave you some value, tap the screen, hearts and likes, please. Please share. Swipe left or right on Periscope. On Facebook, tap the bottom left-hand corner, and to share with your followers or with your feed. If it helps me when you do that, and I really hope that you receive great value out of this. On the Facebook posts, at the bottom you will see a link to my free product that I'm giving you guys today, totally for free. 7 questions you should absolutely ask when considering a home-based business or a network marketing business. But even for a home-based business, it's true, right? And then on top of that, what you're going to do when you go through that, I'm giving you my 5-day video book. It's a really short, just like 5 minutes a day, videos with a PDF file that really will help you to create unstoppable growth and and contribution in life by letting you find your vision, and even if you haven't, to expand and build on your vision. For those of you on Periscope, rugbydude.com, or my name, johanvanardi.com, and it's right on the front page. You'll grab it right there, you'll see it. Put your name, your email in, and you'll receive that in an email. Just confirm your email. Guys, I'm off. A cup of coffee is next for me, and off to the beach. Take care, guys. Aloha. God bless, and I'll see you later.